Well, I think we can start our webinar because the presents are almost all. And okay, let me share the screen with you. And good morning, everybody. And thank you for being here at our webinar. I'm Andrade Colle, the Sales and Marketing Director of SolarEdge Automation Machines. And I want to really thank you for the participation to our event. Today, as we imagine, we will talk about our new digital cutting system, SM-332-TA, which is the newest cutting machines from our company. During the webinar, we will talk about SolarEdge automation machines, and I will tell you briefly who we are and what we do. Then we will go directly and immediately to the video presentation of our new product, and we will unveil you our new machine. Then my colleague Alessandro Scagno will explain you why SM-332 is better than our previous machine generation. And we will go deeper talking about the general specification overview. He will talk to you about tools and accessories, and then we will also have an overview on our software that we can provide. Then we will have a question and answer session where we can reply to all your questions and doubts, and we will give you the possibility to book your live demo. Before we start the meeting, I will please ask you to disable your microphone, and in case you need to, in case you want to ask a question, you can use the hand button and ask for the participation. Of course, if you want, you can write your question into the chat box, and at the end of the webinar, we will stop and have the time to reply to all of you. Okay, let's start to talk about SolarEdge automation machines. Our company, for the ones that don't know about us, was founded in 1999, former as SM-332 SPA. From 2019, we are part of SolarEdge Group, which is a global leader in smart energy technology traded on the Nasdaq. Since 1999, we support our customers by providing highly efficiency automated solutions for their production in 4 different industries. The first one is the special welding machines for PVC. The second one are standard cutting, welding, and sewing machines, as you probably know us. And then we have also a range of products in the water jet cutting system. And last but not the least, we have launched a few years ago a new product line for the metalworking. Practically, we can provide you linear coil punching machines coming from where the material comes from reels. The common application that we can serve are very wide. It's a very wide range and goes from air piping to the naval industries, passing through truck covers and sunshade protection system, insert screens. We can also provide machines for welding medical disposal and all other applications where the customer needs to cut or weld or sew different and several materials together. Where we are present in 8 countries with our subsidiaries that are 2 and our distributors. And in the course of our history, we served more than 2,500 machines in more than 50 countries. This is a chart where you can see our production site, which is based here in Italy. And we have here 2,500 square meters of production area. Okay, talking about this webinar. This webinar, as I told you, is dedicated to unveil you our new SM-332 digital cutting system with conveyor belt. But other events will be also done in September. In September, we will have the chance to see other live demos where you can see online PVC cutting, cardboard or paper cutting, leather and composite material cutting. So please save the date and stay connected with us in our social channels like LinkedIn or by the newsletter. Okay, now I'm very, very proud to present you our new machine. And for doing that, I want to show you a video. Just give me a second. Okay, here we are. Enjoy the video. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the video. And now I want to take it over Alessandro, who will explain you why SM-332 is better than our previous machine. Please, Alessandro.
Yeah, thank you, Andrea. I would like to share my video, and we're going to consider the big question. Now, why making a new or an updated conveyor cutting plotter machine? When we start thinking about the new machine and the possible features, we said each other has to be faster than the previous version, has to increase the productivity of our customer, has to be the machine that doesn't just work on the PVC fabric or in general on the textile fabric industry, but it has to have a wider range of applications. And by increasing the number of applications, the machine must also have a wider range of cutting tools. So we start also thinking about all these possible features that can improve the machine. Has to be easy to use with a lowered worktop, easy to get access at, with a dedicated software options and with an onboard touch screen and joystick where we can control the machine. And last but not least, has also to have a nice looking or nice design. Now, As you may wonder, what does it mean that the machine is able or capable to process a wide range of material? It means that the machine is able to manage technical fabrics such as composites, foam, rubber, carpets, paper sheets, cardboard, forex, and in general all the plastic material, but also leather and so on. Now, this brings us, as mentioned before, to increase the productivity of most of the known finish or final product, such as the tensile structures, ventilation duct, PVC industrial doors, and all those the products that comes from the PVC fabrics, such as the swimming pool covers, but also advertising panels, inflatable. Now, if we consider other kind of technical fabrics, this move or bring us also to consider sails or carbon fiber based products. Here, I would like to share with you the main feature of this cutting plotter machine. So the SM-332 cutting plotter machine can reach up to 90 meters per minute with 1G acceleration. The cutting precision, most of the time expressed as cutting repeatability, is plus minus 0.1 millimeter, thanks to the high precision industrial cutting units, cutting tools installed. In addition to this, our software department team has developed an updated or upgraded version of the CAD/CAM software, who allow the operator even to design cut files on the spot, but even to load already worked cutting file in the DXF extension. Now, considering that the machine can be used with a wider range of application, the structure itself was designed to be able to work both for light, but even on heavy-duty applications. Let's now take a closer look at the tools. Have you ever heard of a dual hub, or even called the twin tool hub? What is it? Well, imagine that you have your cutting plotter machine and you have to cut your PVC fabric. In this case, most of the time you're going to use the round blade or even the drag knife. But what if suddenly you need a different type of cutting tool, or even if you need to use a different material or different application? Well, you would be forced to look for a new machine or someone who can do the job for you. Now, the dual hub is a twin tool holder that can allow the customers to interchange or to replace by yourself a long list of possible cutting tools by simply disconnecting the cutting unit and replacing it with a different one. You will be pleased to know that this machine can install one marker pen, up to 2 stationary punching tools, and additional to this, the dual hub allows us to add 2 more cutting units. This brings us to have up to 5 cutting units available and installable on our cutting head. Here is the list of the possible tool combination. Now, starting from the drag knife, then motorized rotary knife, no motorized rotary knife, oscillating knife, V-cut, milling head, but then we have also the market pen, we have the V-cut, kiss cut, creasing head, all these in one cutting units on one machine. Let's take a closer look now at some tools. Now, starting from the drag knife and the kiss cut tool, which is one of the most popular and the most frequently used cutter ever built. It's widely used for cutting materials such as the paper and various types of vinyl PVC. It's available in different sizes, and we can always adjust both the height and even the pressure that we apply on our cutting tools. We can adjust it compared to the various material we are going to use. And it guaranteed high precision on cutting speed for both linear cutting, but even on curved and on complex shapes. Now the rotary module has control both on round and decagonal tangential knife, and it's capable of cutting all kinds of thin and thick material. The main focus, however, is on the textile industry because most fiber are difficult to cut with other type of knife. It's available with an up to 200 watt power, with a blade that goes from 20 to 55 millimeters in diameter. Moving on the oscillating knife, this is available in pneumatic and electric version. It's ideal for cutting soft and medium density material, such as corrugated board, as we said before, foam, rubber, even leather and carpet, carbon fiber, etc. And the electronic oscillating tool is driven by an electric motor running up to 40,000 RPM. Now, higher density material bring us also to consider different kind of cutting tool, just like the milling head, with a milling spindle with a 350 watt at 60,000 RPM. And routing and engraving can be done on cast acrylic, wood, hard foam, hard aluminum plates, brass, and so on. On the other hand, the VCAT is often required, as you know, or as you may are familiar with, on the advertising, but even on the paper industry. This is also available, and it's the perfect cutting tool for manufacturing, such as the corrugated cardboard, honeycomb cardboard, foam core, and even soft glass. In general, for material with the maximum thickness of 18 millimeters. Now, these are just a few cutting units available from a long list of the cutting tools that we can install on our 332 machine. However, all configurations require the use of a laser pointer and the market pen. Now, why would I use a market pen, or why would I need to use and install a laser pointer? Well, making the long story short, the laser pointer tells the machine where the cutting head is located on the work surface. So when using roll fabric, the head always start moving from the extreme bottom right corner, as we call sometimes the home position or the zero position. But when we start using material, there are just panels or pieces already cut, we can position the material anywhere on the worktop, indicating to the machine with the laser pointer or the laser beam where to start working on it. So we will move the machine bridge using the joystick placed and installed on the side of the bridge, just as you can see here on the bottom left image. And it's a workstation with a touch screen with the joystick, which contain all the controls that we need to run on the machine, just to facilitate the operation in the various work steps. So when it comes to choosing accessories and tools for PVC cutting, for instance, and even for the industry, the punching tool and the market pen are just a must to have. The market pen can be a conventional ballpoint, felt tip pen, or in general, any type or any kind of marker that you would like to use. It's considered by the machine as a cutting tool, and we can use it to create straight lines, curved, but even on drawing. Now, we appreciate very much the market pen when we have to include on our fabric references, such as the order number, but even line and cross when we need afterwards to weld or to join together the panels that we created. The same goes with the punching tool. It's available on the machine with different sizes, and we often use it for cutting or for perforating the leather, technical fabric, PVC cardboard, soft glass, honeycomb cardboard, etc. As we said before, this punching tool is available on the machine in different sizes that we can install two at the same time. Then it comes also available the dual hub on which we can interchange our cutting tools. All this with 5 cutting tools available on our machine improve our productivity. Now moving forward to the roles management, or how to work and manage our roles. We have two main solutions. Number one, we can use a cradle in which the operator places the rolls on the machine, on it. Often a cradle is the simplest way or option to use or to handle small or very light rolls. But often, as it happens on the PVC industry or even on other industry, the option number two is most largely used with an unwinding system. Now, in this case, we can use several solutions. The motorized unwinding system manufactured by us and installable on this machine controls the correct unwinding of the fabric roll. Thanks to the optical sensor installed on the sides, they can regulate the correct management, the correct unwinding, and the fabric tension. Among the options, it is also possible to choose whether to have on the conveyor belt in felt or even in PVC. Now, this comes very useful when thinking about the possible application and cast that we need to do on our cutting plotter machine. On the other side, the grippers installed just underneath the bridge ensure the synchronized movement of the belt with the fabric. And the machine is also available in multiple sites, several sites, with the possibility of extending the work table with a dedicated unloading area. Now, for more information after this section, you can contact our sales department for details. Now, let's spend just a few words on the software solution that can be installed on this machine. The new cutting plotter machine is already available with a list of optional, not to mention just that this new SM-332 machine is industry 4.0 ready. And even for this, after this session, you can ask our sales representative for more information. Here is the list of possible solutions that we would like to share with you, starting from the CAD/CAM software Easy Work Stream with the upgraded version 6.0, which runs already on the Windows 10. Then we have the new automatic nesting for complex and for standard shapes. Then we have the split box, which we are going to see in a minute what it's all about. Moving on to macro packages, which are often tailor-made application according to the production requirement of each of our customer. And finally, the EPMS. Let's take a closer look at that, starting from the Easy Work Stream. Now, this is the basic version, the basic software that can run on our cutting plotter machine. It's developed by our SolarEdge team, and it gives us the opportunity to individually manage our cutting files. We can load our files from a flash stick memory, a flash storage system, and we can save our files. We can rename our files just as we normally do, with our computer at home. We can design our files, we can modify our files at the same time. We can assign onto each cutting section a tool, dedicated tool that we would like to use and save it. We can also change the color or on our cutting units. For instance, we can give the yellow color to the oscillating knife. We can give the blue color to the drag knife. We can give a white color to the markers, and save also on each of our cutting tools the parameters we would like to use, such as the pressure, the cutting speed, and even the power. Now, Easy Work will calculate also how to improve, how to optimize the cutting we would like to have. When we have a lot of shape to cut, a good nesting software is always required as well. Our nesting software manages both square and complex shape, quickly calculate the most efficient way to use the available area on the worktop. It optimizes option cycles, considering the material we are going to use, and areas where, for instance, the fabric is stained or is damaged can be excluded from the nesting. But on the other side, the nesting can also place the cutting shape that we are going to use into the unused area. For instance, into a cycle or a round shape that we are not going to use, where we can place inside that automatically some small shape, not to waste a single inch or a single centimeter of your fabric. The specific use of a plotter conveyor for PVC fabric often leads us to need the split box software. Now, this software allows the operator to manage a much larger figure or shape than the plotter area itself, dividing them into small or smaller areas and calculating the fabric margin or the overlap necessary to join together the panel afterwards. So the software automatically calculates the overlap necessary to bond the piece together. And this is very useful when we think about tensile structures or sails or stadium covers that we need to produce. Now, finally, we got to the EPMS software. To all this, to all the previous mentioned software, we can integrate at any time our EPMS software for order management. Now, EPMS stands for Easy Production Management System, which gives the operator the opportunity to receive orders directly from the administrative department or directly from your server, directly from the ERP software. It manages the orders and gives us the opportunity to keep track of our production. So it tells us where is each orders and gives us report at the end of the day. How many orders did I produce? How many fabric meters did I use for the orders? And how did it take for each order? It's able to manage the roll stock, my warehouse, and can gather together the orders if they share the same fabric color or if they share the same pattern. Now, keeping track of the length of each roll, the EPMS support us by suggesting us in some ways a new roll perhaps we need to use if the roll of fabric we are currently using doesn't really have enough material to complete or to finish the order. Now, with the EPMS, we can also search for orders from a long list by just simply scanning the barcode or by simply typing the order number or any reference number related to our order. Now, we got all this, an improvement of the machine, faster machine, always precise on it, with more software options just to increase your productivity without losing any precision in cutting and keeping an attractive design. This brings us also to the final, consider the final part of this section. You're more than welcome to send to us your emails, your requests, your questions by simply typing your email to info_automationmachines@solaredge.com. info_automationmachines@solaredge.com, where you can require also your demo. You can bring your own material. You're more than welcome to do that in the following weeks. Now it's the time for the question and answers, and it's going to turn it over back to Andrea. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro. Thank you for your very clear and exciting presentation. Thank you very much. So now we have time for answering to your questions. Please don't be shy and raise up your hands and make us some questions. Please. I give you the time, 1 or 2 minutes to think about it. In the meantime, I would remind you what Alessandro said, that we are fully available for you to arrange some live demonstration and cutting your. So please just simply contact us and ask for a live demo and personalized demo for you. Francesca, is there any question?
Hi, Stefan asking for the floor.
Okay, Stefan, please. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yes,
Yes,
sure,
we can
we
hear
hear you.
you.
Okay, fine. So I already placed the question into the question form, but maybe it's better if we talk directly. So I'm really impressed about the options and the layout of the new machine. Congratulations. I think there will be many more possibilities to sell that to different industries than we had before with the older machine. So we are facing many options on this machine, which is a great opportunity to customize from a standard. So my question is, will we get a price list with all possible options so that we can easily work out first quotes to the customer? Thank you.
Yes, sure, Stefan, and thank you for your answer. For sure, yes, you will receive the price list, and for any kind of quotation request, you can contact our sales department, Alessandro, who is the one who follows the European market or brand that you know, and or simply write an email to sales underscore storage automation machines, and then we will be very happy to send you the price list or a specific quotation for that. Yes, as you said before, the configuration are infinite, because you see the wide range that we can install into the machine, and for this reason, our service that we can provide to the customer is a consultancy service for better understanding their needs and to configure the machine in the best way.
Okay, thank you. One more question. Will you have always a machine available in your showroom to make cuts for customers, samples? Because this is a very important thing if we come closer to close the deal.
Yes, sure, Stefan. In our facility here in Italy, we will have a machine in the showroom for showing to our customers the cut of their fabrics. And they can easily reach us by arranging a live demonstration, or they can even come here for having a visit and touch with their hands the machine. Now we are delivering the third machines for the third customer, but in our plan is to have a showroom always available to welcome our customers.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, I have a new question. Is it possible to connect the cutting system with a storage system of rolls?
Sorry, President, you mean if we have a system for checking the fabrics warehouse, the rolls warehouse?
The question is it possible to connect the cutting system with a storage system of rolls?
With the storage system of rolls? Yes, it's possible. As Alessandro said before, we have a software called APMS, which can control your production orders, and together it can control the stock and the availability of the material of your fabric in your warehouse. Yes, it's possible.
Okay, the next question, what is the maximum cutting height? The thickness of the maximum thickness of the material can be cut.
Yeah, this is a question for Ruben, our technical director.
Yes, good morning to everybody. So the height under the bridge is 50 millimeters, 50.
I have a new question. What are the maximum cutting dimensions?
Probably the customer need, which is the worktop area, the maximum worktop area, isn't it?
Yes, I think that he is asking for more information about the cutting windows, the usable cutting areas available on the machine.
Yeah, Ruben, can you? We don't hear you. Okay. So I can reply to this question because we don't hear you, Ruben. We have several sizes of a machine. The biggest one is 4 meters, but we can even reach 5 meters wide by 4 meters long. This is the maximum dimension that we can provide.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now yes, but don't worry, I already replied. Francesca, we can move to the next question.
Yes. Okay. How does the quick tool exchange system work?
Okay, so the tools have been designed having all the same diameter, that is 40 millimeters. Okay, so once the tool has been inserted into the hub, to remove it is very easy. It takes just 3 simple operations. Okay, you push a button on the side to lock the rotation, okay, or the movement of the tool. You unscrew a knob, and then you just remove the tool, the cutting tool. You do the exactly to put it back.
Thank you, Ruben.
Okay. Next question is that possible set up a machine with a specific tool combination and change or modify the tool combination in a second moment? Yes,
that is possible, and this is thanks to the design of the tools. They are all the same. Okay, so the 40 millimeter design of the tool allows just this. So if you start with a pizza blade and a drag knife at the beginning, then in the future you can just buy a new tool, an oscillating knife, for instance, and then you can install it into the machine because it has exactly the same diameter, the same locking system, and so it is possible to increase the numbers of tools available on your machine, even in the future.
Okay. Can the optional software be installed at a later time, maybe 1 year later?
Okay, yes, that's possible. That's possible. Of course, the machine comes with the basic software, which is CAD/CAM Extreme EasyWorks, as Alessandro said before. But in any time, it's possible to buy additional softwares and install into the machines.
The next question, is there an automatic system for changing the roles?
Not for the moment. Not for the moment. We don't have the automatic system. It is not available now, but it is something that we would like to have in the future. And thank you for the question. It's very good. Thank you.
Are customers required to pay a periodic license for the software?
No, they don't need to pay a periodic license. They just buy the license for the first time, and then we will automatically renew year by year. So just the first time.
Okay. Is there a vacuum system for all the fabrics?
Yes, Ruben, this is good for you.
So the worktop of the machine has been divided in zones. So, for instance, there are 3.2 meters by 3 meters. We can have up to 8 different zones. So 4 in the first half and 4 in the second half to maximize the vacuum on the area where it is needed. So this has been implemented, the division of the worktop in different areas just for that.
Okay, at the moment I have no more questions.
Okay, wait for another minute. If someone else has some question, we are here available to answer. Take your time. No more questions? Don't be shy. Okay, I assume that there are no any other questions, and I would like to thank you very much for participating to this webinar. Thank you to Alessandro, Ruben, Francesca, and all the people that connected with us today. Again, for any question, any answer, or any doubt that you may have, please write us on the email that Alessandro showed you before. And I hope to see you soon here in our facility for a live demo together. Thank you very much and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Have a nice week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
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 Bye.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.